Great. That's a signal that it is time for daring abroad again. And today we take you to Dubai, the city of gold, where we meet George Ogango, a Kenyan events organizer. He's a person you would want to meet when you land in Dubai and you want to know your whereabouts in that city. We will also talk to Crispin Magongo. Crispin Magongo owns a security firm. And through their eyes, we'll find out how Kenyans have been coping with the COVID-19 pandemic. Great. Straight into our main feature, and we join my colleague Michael Simanji in Dubai. He's featuring George Ogango, a Kenyan events organizer. He took our crew around the city, and this is what Michael prepared for us.
This is Dubai, one of UAE's 7 emirates. Think of them like provinces. The most famous ones include Dubai and Abu Dhabi, but there's also Sharjah, Al Quwain, Fujairah, Ajman, and Ras Al Khaimah. The emirates are ruled by emirs who come from 6 royal families. The head of state is selected from amongst these rulers. Currently, the country is led by Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Emir of Abu Dhabi, while his deputy is Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Emir of Dubai. Now back to Dubai. Known for its iconic landmarks like the Burj Khalifa, Dubai definitely lives up to the name City of Gold. So upon arrival, the crew and I are eager to take in the sights and sounds. But for this to happen, we need a fixer to guide us. Luckily for us, we have George Ogango, commonly referred to as Gio. Gio has lived in Dubai for close to 8 years now and is known to host numerous Kenyan celebrities whenever they visit through his company, Fest Global. But we'll get to him in a bit. Our first stop in the City of Gold is the ultra-modern Dubai Metro. Opened in 2009, the Metro offers one of the best and most affordable ways to view the city. For one to be able to purchase a ticket, you'll need to first acquire a gold or silver card and top it up with dirhams. I do admit that filming here is quite a challenge based on the strict laws with regards to privacy. And the last thing the crew and I would want is spending the remainder of our time here behind bars. But despite this risk, the show must go on, and so we move forward, though cautiously. The Metro is a rapid transit rail network with fully automated trains, meaning there is no driver on board. The Dubai Metro in fact holds the record for the longest driverless rail system on the planet. With all this record breaking, it is not surprising that pre-COVID, the city received an average of 15 million tourists each year.
So maybe they get here, but the much experience here, the view.
Yeah, views, that's
And speaking of tourists, let's talk about Gio's company. What exactly is Fest Global?
Fest Global, it's an events company. Yeah, promote wasanii na kufanya corporate events, entertainment events, outdoor events like organizing comedy as well is in.
Through his company, Gio, who hails from Bondo, has been involved in hosting top Kenyan performers and entertainers, promoting their brands across the Gulf region.
We organize wasanii kutoka chini mpaka juu. Jaribu aleta Churchill show ile ilikuwa na kina MC Jesse, a clip of Churchill show people. Oh yeah, then kuna Calligraph Jones, let up at Dubai, Sleepy, David, Nanonini, yes, Juakali. Dubai actually iko more conducive because Dubai wana appreciate pia growth ya watu wengine. Yeah, so napata kama wasanii wana need exposure na pia kugrow. At least that's when I thought of at least kuwapatia kitu wanaweza jimunao kimaisha na pia wajulikane.
But this has not been without its fair share of challenges.
Market ya Dubai, UAE basically ni tricky because iko nationalities wengi sana. So unakuta ukileta msanii wa Kenya, wachache sana wanamjua apart from wa Kenya. But ndio sasa uzidi mbele, you need to look beyond kufanyia wa Kenya show peke yake.
Fast forward to the next day, and Gio has more adventures for us. Accompanied by Kenyans from the Kenya Diaspora Welfare Association, we set off for the desert. What followed can only be described as a series of adrenaline-pumping activities, but let me allow the pictures to do the talking. The fun went on into the night. I even got the chance to join in some of the activities and make some lovely memories, however embarrassing. After hours of fun and adventure, we had to call it a day. But the most interesting thing is that according to Gio, this is just a taste of what Dubai has to offer, and I am yet to experience even a fraction of the paradise that is the city of gold. This is his joy, sharing beauty, giving opportunity, and promoting his fellow countrymen.
Kitu ya kwanza ni ubariki wengine, ndio utabarikiwa. Like mimi I took it upon myself ku promote wasanii wetu wa Kenya. At least wamebarikiwa. I'm glad nikiona calligrapher na amebobea sasa. You know, like akina Nunini wako sawa. And all this pia na wengine kama hawa wako chini pia wanakuja. Nikiweza kupata opportunity pia kuwaleta huku wajulikane zaidi tena. Naweza furahia sana. So hiyo ndio baraka tu.
Now that's truly a daring experience from abroad.
Time now for Kenya to the world, and today, why Kenya Airways repurposed this Dreamliner into a cargo aircraft and what it means for Kenya.
After COVID, we received a huge demand for cargo flows.
The area that usually you'll want the weight that the passengers take on the aircraft, plus together with the seats, so that the entire weight is now being carried by the cargo.
It is not a permanent one. That's why we're calling it a freighter, passenger freighter configuration.
A big deal indeed. It means a lot for Kenya, this being the first ever Dreamliner in the world to be repurposed into a cargo aircraft. And this place is familiar to me. I've flown here before, business class. Recently, from New York to Nairobi. This used to be the economy class. I'm told in the entire aircraft about 230 seats have been removed. A lot of engineering work, a lot of innovation has gone into this project. And this increases KQ's capacity to transport cargo.
With the stoppage of passenger flights back in March, there was a big gap that was left, and we had to think what to do. What we did then was to use our passenger aircraft, carry cargo, but the seats were empty. After a few trips, we realized that was not the most efficient, and we started loading cargo on the seats. Again, that was not the best thing to do. The seats have certain configuration and certain barriers which may prevent you from loading all manner of cargo that you load.
For us, this is about job creation. More jobs are going to be created, more farmers are going to be involved in farming, many other value chain actors are going to be there, the logistics company is going to get more business, and of course for the dealers in the agrochemical industry, those seed companies, the propagators, this is an opportunity to give them hope.
KQ has underscored the importance of Kenya as a destination for travel, as an investment hub, and also as a source of high-quality products and services.
For Kenya Airports Authority, this is a very significant gesture in terms of reaffirming JKIA's hub status, the regional hub, not only in terms of passenger traffic, but also more particularly with regard to cargo operations.
Kenya Airways wants to position itself to be able to carry vaccines destined for Africa or other places. So in our view, it's a very good idea what they have done, because if you don't have passengers and you have aeroplanes, why not carry cargo with those same aeroplanes?
For us, it's more about innovation, supporting economy, enhancing our revenues and contribution to our business.
It's exciting. I'm glad we are launching this at one of our peak seasons for exports, which is the Valentine weekend. We haven't been able to meet some orders in the Far East because of the absence of freight. So what tells us is that there's lots of products that Kenya can get to the world if we have the freight space.
By having this kind of approach to business, we can utilize idle assets, because as you know now, we have idle aircrafts, sitting on the ground. This will make a contribution to KQ's operations, but at the same time support those agricultural sectors which are very critical to our development of our country.
We now take a short break. Still ahead.
You don't just wake up one day and succeed.
Stay tuned.
Looking for the best housing solution in Kenya? Worry no more. Cusco Housing Cooperative has 120 home units up for grabs near the Kitengela International School. The units come with Cabra paved roads, street lighting, standby generator, 24-hour security, recreational centers, among other features. To secure your dream home, call us now on +254 722 701 694 or +254 727 570 121 or SMS us on 22058. Cusco Housing Cooperative, your property solution partner.
Welcome back. Today we've pitched tent in Dubai, and it is Michael Tsimanji reporting from there. In the first part of this show, he brought you the story of George Ogango, a Kenyan events organizer. Time now to hear the story of Crispin Magongo. Crispin Magongo owns a security firm. How did he get there?
By now, it is no secret that Dubai is one of the most luxurious cities in the world. With its vibrant economy, unique attractions and futuristic infrastructure, the City of Gold is definitely a tourist and entrepreneurial paradise. So it goes without saying that such an investment requires adequate security. This is where Crispin Magongo comes in. Magongo is the operations manager at Oscar Security Services, a company that he founded back in 2017 after working for over 14 years in Dubai's private security industry.
We provide security services. We bring security from different countries, take them to training, then provide them to our clients. So we have Africans, we have Asians, we have Pakistanis, Nepalis, Indians, Filipinos. We have several categories. We provide security guards. That is the lower part of it. You go to CCTV operator, that is the technical part of security. And we have a supervisor. That one is the guy who is in charge. Apart from that, we provide also VIP security, those who give bodyguards.
Speaking of manpower, Mangongo currently has a workforce of over 100 men and women, all of whom are well equipped to handle any emergency situation.
Because they have different categories of training also. We have what we call SIRA, Security Industry Regulatory Authority. That is the body that regulates security services in Dubai. All these security guys must have training in SIRA and they must pass.
And while we are on the subject of regulations, what does it take to incorporate a security firm here in Dubai?
First of all, the person who will run the company must be a certified security manager with a license. You must have a local sponsor. Then application will go to DED. We call it Department of Economics in Dubai. After approval, it will go to SIRA itself. They will approve. So certification takes time.
In addition to the legal requirements, one would also need seed capital of at least 100,000 dirhams, which translates to about 2.9 million Kenya shillings. But this is just the tip of the iceberg if you intend to set up shop in every emirate of the UAE.
All other emirates are having another system, because with the other system, we must have like 1 million dirhams to deposit, roughly 29 million Kenya shillings, for you to operate in other emirates. Because in Dubai, you have SIRA. In Abu Dhabi, they have PSBD. So it's another body.
Now, it would be a huge oversight if we end Mangongo's story without talking about his other achievements. Apart from running a successful business, Mangongo is also the chairman of the Kenyan Diaspora Welfare Association here in UAE.
Having a welfare in UAE, another thing is that has been a dream of everyone. Several people have started bringing people together, but it never goes far. Majority of Kenyans are this category of a salary of 2,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 dirhams. That is where majority falls. So I was thinking, whenever they get an eventuality, how do they do it? How do they travel home? How do they? So thinking of this, I started thinking, what about bringing Kenyans together so that we can pool our resources together? And if one person has an issue, it can be sorted.
KEDO has been involved in so many activities. One of them, during this COVID time, we've been distributing food to Kenyans in distress here, all over the Emirates, 7 Emirates in UAE. And basically, we've been providing counseling to our brothers and sisters, especially during this time. But normally, we always try to pass information from, let's say, migration, information from back home, information from this country, how to get jobs, how to be like good ambassadors. We've been encouraging them to be so, yeah.
Hodi. Mko salama? Ah, naona kazi inaendelea. So niwasaidie vipi bana? Nataka kuwasaidia.
Tumeweka stickers, unasaidia stickers kwa boxes.
Sawa, hakuna kwa mgeni hapa bana. Tunaendelea na kazi.
Okay.
Aha. Okay. Haya. Sasa ni hivi tu.
Ni hivyo tu tunaweka.
Aha.
Na lazima tuweke zote.
Food drive basically came as an initiative that started when COVID started around February, March. We found ourselves in a situation where, as an organization, we thought to suspend all other initiatives we had because we needed to look at Kenyans who were suffering. A lot of people had been laid off. Companies were laying people off by the numbers, and flights were not going back home. And we realized very quickly that we needed to do something. And one of the things we did was to start building a food bank.
And we started this food drive by donating ourselves as a group, giving donations and providing food to Kenyans. After that, some few donors saw what we were doing. They joined hands with us, and that is when even the embassy saw what we were doing, and they joined hands. They donated food for Kenyans.
Jimmy, Timothy, and Alan, you're the people for Sharjah. Everybody else, group yourself into those zones.
Michael, we are ready to go. You're part of the group that's going to with me to Sharjah,
Okay.
and then from there to Al-Quds. So from
Tumekuwa na wakati mgumu sana kwa sababu nimekuambia pale mwanzoni kazi ya taxi haina mshahara. So unaweza kuimagine kama umelala kwa nyumba miezi 6, nyumba atakulipa manake kampuni kupatia accommodation, chakula unahitaji manake lazima ukule na huna mtu mwingine. Inakuwa ni shida. Lakini tunashukuru kwa sababu ya KEDWA ambao ni welfare association yetu ya nyumbani ambayo imetuunganisha hapa Dubai kama wandugu na wadada pamoja, na unapokuwa na shida wanasaidiana, tunasaidiana na wanalipeana mkono wa kusaidia. So nimesurvive kupitia usaidizi wa KEDWA, lakini leo nimeanza kazi rasmi after waiting for 6 good months. Na nilikuwa nimeamua contract yangu inaisha tarehe 22 mwezi hii nirudi nyumbani. Lakini jana nikaitiwa kadi, jana nikapatiwa gari na mambo yote nikabadilisha, nikasema nitakuwa Alex Chamwada nitaday abroad.
Nimekaa hapa Dubai for the last 5 years na since hii corona ianze tumekuwa affected, most of us we have lost jobs. Also we've been suffering, we did not have any food to eat in our rooms, in our accommodations, and also we really thank KEDWA. They came across, wakatusaidia, wakatupia chakula. Pia tulikuwa hatujuani, kuna wengine walikuwa katika hali tatanishi zaidi, but KEDWA wali come through, wakatusaidia na counseling.
We have a structure that covers the whole country. In terms of the 7 Emirates, we have people we call governors. Their job is to be the true champions and the leads in their various Emirates. So we have Abu Dhabi, we have Dubai, we have Sharjah, Ajman, Ras Al Khaimah, Al Quwain, Fujairah, and the smaller Emirates. In each of these stations, we also have people we call coordinators. Their job is to make sure we reach up to the minutest points of the country.
What I did when I came to know about KEDWA, I basically just posted on my status, my WhatsApp status, and a few of my friends reached out to me and they were like, hey, you know what, we can help. Because first of all, there was a need of sanitary towels for women. So you can imagine, like, it's 40 degrees outside, you're bleeding, sorry for my language, and you don't have a change of pads. So that was like on my top list. And then the other basic needs, like just normal food stuff, you know. So we just got people, they called me, brought some food, I contributed as well, and we just moved on from there.
Since 2018, KEDWA has been able to give Kenyans much needed assistance in their time of need. This is what puts a smile on Mangongo's face, the ability to build himself while benefiting his community. And looking back, the son of Ugenya is quite happy with all that he has accomplished so far. That is why he is grateful for the opportunity to dare abroad.
This is the only place where everything is on the system and everything is straight. You don't have any challenges when you want to open a company, like when you want to start a business. The policies and the system is working so perfectly.
And as we wind up, what advice does he have to all in the security space back home?
You don't just wake up one day and succeed. It is like stairs. I've learned to take one at a time as I move.
And that's Daring Abroad. For Chams Media, my name is Michael Zimanji.
With that, we come to the end of the show. Many thanks to our guests. Today, we featured George Ogango, a Kenyan events organizer in Dubai. We also featured Crispin Magongo, who owns a security firm. Many thanks also to our broadcasting partner, NTV. And on behalf of the entire Chams Media team that made this production possible, see you again next time.